Hey, how's it, guys? This is another episode of Beyond the Bell. I'm Joey Balai, and this is going to be our first solo episode. Uh, First off, I'd like to apologize for the inactivity. I've been real busy lately. Life's been lifing, but it's some good stuff. I got married. We've been fundraising with the kids, and some bad stuff too. My farm got destroyed in the weather, and I'm working on rebuilding it right now. So that's been taking up a bunch of my time and my weekends. But I'm gonna start reaching out again to some guests and start seeing if we can start getting new people on soon. Right now we have, I think, one one interview kind of like set up. That's gonna be uh, um, Coach Linda and Patricio, father to all the Patricio kids, and one half of the boxing coaching of West Side Striking. So looking forward to that one. That's gonna be a real good one. And let me go back to the fundraising for get the Team TCK to Waco. I'd like to thank everybody from the people who's been helping us out, like the parents and the kids with the netting, to everybody who bought things. Patella stews, smoked meat, Super Bowl blocks. Super duper grateful. But it's gonna be worth it. These kids, they train hard every single day. And I can attest to that. I see it with my own eyes. And it's gonna be worth it, guys. We've been getting in our usual daily trainings. Monday through Friday, 4:30 to 8. Lahaina Street, Macaw, Robert Bonis's house. And we've been getting a good amount of cross training in. We've been going West Side Striking. That's been good work. High level kids. And good hard sparring. Hard sparring is important. They're not gonna take it easy on you in the fight. And on top of that, they've been jumping in on some drills too. Get to see how, the number one winningest team in the nation. Get to see how they work. See, not well, yeah. See where you stand up. See where you stand up next to them. Um, but that's been good work. Super duper grateful, Coach Mike, letting us get in that work. See you guys, Waco. We'll actually see you when you get back. Um, where else? We got to get in some work at UFC gym with good fellas. That was a good one. Josh Kulii, Namakana Pakala, Taz Stevenson, Alphonse Pitolo. Just a couple of names, but all good work. I was real excited um, for see how our bigger boys, Bubba and Kale, to see how they move around with other people, more people around their age range, more like adults, and plus Namakana being there, a professional fighter, seeing how they stand with guys who is taking it seriously, make the see if they're interested in taking the next step in maybe turning pro one day, seeing where you stand against these guys. And it's good though. It's all iron sharpens iron. Like you can go out there and you can not learn and you can just dull your sword, but if you're open and you're willing to learn and work with people, that's the best. You're just gonna sharpen your sword the whole time. So I'm super excited. This is gonna be our first time. Well, most of us. This is gonna be our first time, or us guys from Macaw. Um, oh, actually, no, just me and Bubs. I forgot that Rob and RJ they flew off to Washington, so they got to experience fighting out there in the mainland. Chris, Coach Mike's been there, so really, me and Bubba, this gonna be our first time competing off island. Cause I did my fair share of competing back in the day, but I where'd I go? I went to like Kauai and stuff, but then that's still sea level. That's still Hawaii. We're gonna be up in Colorado Springs, so I imagine it's gonna be cold. So the weather is gonna be different, and and I imagine it's gonna be at altitude. So a few things to get used to. I imagine we're gonna be working once we get off the plane to get the kids um, used to the altitude, because that's really the only variable. As far as the fight, that's gonna be the easy part. Displaying the skills and their hard work. I'm super excited to see that. Yeah, but that's me, Rob, Coach Mike. That's our job as coaches to figure out how to deal with that altitude and bring in our guys as prepared as possible. So this will be good. It'll be a learning experience for everybody. That, but we're not going up alone. A bunch of other like guys from Hawaii stay coming up. West Side Striking always goes and you know high level. Kervon battled them. Gonna be up there. Coach Mikey. I imagine they're bringing a whole team from all Hawaii guys. Hybrid. That's like family already. Brought us. We should be out there soon for getting some work. Looking forward to that. But yeah, Waco should be good. A bunch of the kids competing in advance. I with this really being Bubba's second fight, I never really like push him for do advance. I suggested the idea, but he said he was more comfortable competing at novice, really only having a year's worth of training and one fight. So I'm not really looking to throw him into the fire just yet, even though his first fight kind of was a little baptism in flame against a game opponent, somebody who's done it a bunch before. And, you know, he showed tenacity and determination, and he did what he had to do for win that fight. So this year, take him out, low kick, novice, 130 or below 139. Go out there, we'll do work. I'm excited. RJ, RJ is gonna be competing on the mat. This is gonna be cool because I think he's gonna be competing below 102, below 103. So it's still gonna be above 100 pounds. Uh, excited to see that. So I doubt we're gonna have to cut much weight for him. Even with Bubba too, we chose to compete a little bit heavier with Waco being tournament format. I I chose to have him fight at his walk around weight instead of cutting to below 32. Because right now we're walking around, I think, at 145, 147. So maybe clean up the diet, cut down on the carbs, not cut them out completely, um, but maybe switch to a bit more protein, down on the carbs. Probably work from there. Maybe introduce some vitamins, creatine, maybe some zinc, magnesium to help him sleep and stuff, regulate the sleep schedule before the fights and stuff. Live more of that fighter lifestyle, like the closer it gets. But yeah, that's enough of me rambling for now. Um, thanks again for thanks again for everything, everybody. All the donations and all the help with the fundraising. Everybody else, see you in Waco. Unless we're gonna get some cross training before that, then see you then. This is another episode of Beyond the Bell. Train hard, fight easy.